little bit happier subject. I know that you have a new project from your blog. You were doing some modeling for a new jean company or new jean line, DL 1961. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, I work with them. They are really cool. Like, I'm a huge fan of their line, and I met the designer, and she just asked me if I would be interested in being a contributing blogger for them. So I've been doing that. I take pictures in their jeans and, talk a little bit about them, and they, I mean, it's so easy for me to promote something that I love. So it's really nice. I love their jeans, so.
And when are they going to be? When are they going to be out?
Oh, they're already out. They're like in several stores across America. So it's just kind of like you have to check out their website, and then you can find out where to go pick them up.
Was that the first time that you did modeling like that, runway modeling?
Yeah, it was actually. It was more like I was dancing in their fashion show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a few inches short of a model, but yeah, it was, it's just different being on a runway than a stage.
Because the first thing I thought of when I was watching one of your videos, Run to the Sun photo shoot that you did,
mm-hmm.
You look like a model.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that you probably did some modeling before, but you're saying you're a little bit short. You didn't look like it in there.
I've never really done any modeling. I've always just done singing and dancing, but I will take that as a compliment.
You look like you have really long legs. So
you do. I was just about to say, from that photo shoot, you would never know that you are short, as you claim. So, it is. But yeah, I was like Pam. Same. I felt the same. I was like, she had to have modeled first.
Mm-hmm.
You had.
Well,
that
I'm not
short,
but
you.
Yeah. Well, I'm not short. I'm just like shorter than model.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
now, where was that photo shoot done at, or for Run to the Sun video? Because it looked like a really beautiful location.
It was actually in West Hampton, New York.
Oh, okay.
The Hamptons are amazing. So I've got to, a very nice friend of mine allowed me to use his house for the photo shoot. So we shot there out on the beach in front of his house.
Yeah, it was.
I was very lucky.
Really pretty.
Yeah, very, very lucky.
Oh,
and it looked like you had a lot of fun doing it, or was it fun in front of the camera, but behind the scenes, it was like an 8 to 16-hour day, or what was it like?
Yeah, it was a long day. I mean, I had an amazing time doing it. Everybody was there for me, and they were. I couldn't have asked for a better day and a better outcome. So I was just happy to have it even being done, and it was a long day for sure. I mean, it's over 12 hours, but it didn't seem like it to me.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
It didn't seem like that to me.
Yeah, it's a little bit different than doing probably theater or a movie. Well, then again, they work long hours on movies and that too. So
yeah. No, I'm used to some long days now.
Well, you have to be very dedicated to your craft, to work hours like that, and no matter what you do, because even doing an album, you work long hours to get that together.
Right. Yeah, of course. It's tireless, but it's just, it's what I love doing, so I just don't look at it that way.
How do you come up with your songs that you write? Is there anybody that inspires you or something that inspires you?
I tend to just try to, I like songs as stories, so I try to think back into my own history, into friends' histories, and kind of start from there.
Mm-hmm.
And usually it'll just kind of come to me like that. I'll just it just kind of just flows.
What usually comes first, the writing or the music, or is it a little of both?
A little bit of both. Sometimes you're singing and a word comes out and you're like, oh, that works.
Yeah.
So, or sometimes you've got the words and you're like, what is the melody? So it just depends, on the song.
When you're collaborating with somebody, does that make it easier, or do you find that it makes it a little bit harder because they're looking at to do it one way and you're looking at it to do another way?
I'm a huge fan of collaborating because I feel like, I don't think I'm amazing at everything, so I feel like it's good to kind of know where your strengths are, and when you're co-writing with someone or co-producing, you get to have like two people's input, and then if you're just in an environment where you understand it's just creative and it's nothing like, personal, if someone doesn't like your melody and whatnot, it's just kind of like whatever's the best thing for the song. And I think if everybody goes in with that goal in mind, which I've been so lucky everybody I work with is, works that way, then you come out with a great product, and that's the best thing. I think collaborating it's one of my favorite things to do. So I love working with other songwriters and producers.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you'll end up with something better than you thought from the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
From their input.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, who is someone that you would just really love to work with, that you'd love to collaborate with on some music? I know you've done some of that already, but is there someone, I'm sure there's, as big as the music industry is there someone in particular? I was going to say I have someone in mind that I would love to see you collaborate with because of the type of music that you really enjoy doing, and David Guetta.
Yes.
I mean, I could just see you and he collaborating, and it being the next big song out there on mainstream radio.
It's funny because the person I was thinking of works with David Guetta.
Oh, really?
So, it's Sia. It's Sia. She's like an Australian songwriter and singer, and she works with David Guetta. And I'd love to get both of them in the same room. You're right in my lane, girl.
Yeah.
Well, after hearing your music and seeing your YouTube videos and things, I was just, that had popped in my head. I was like, wow, she would be such a good, match for David Guetta in terms of, what he does and what you like to do. And your voice is, when you were talking about the style of music that you really enjoy performing, you have the voice for that kind of music. And to me, I don't know. I've always been on this side of the mic, and I don't profess to sing a single note, but I would think that has got to be one of the harder styles of music to sing because, there's so much to it. It's not like some other genres of music where you've got, like country, for example, or just mainstream pop. I mean, that's a little, dance music is a little bit harder, I think, because it does change tempo and it's kind of all over the map sometimes.
Yeah, it might seem like hard too for me. It's like I think of it as more of an open format, and so I think it's like easier to be creative. It's a lot of things work with dance music, so it's just finding that, you can sing a huge chorus, so you can do some oohs, and it just, as long as it kind of like works with the track and kind of gets people going, like I think that's the whole the goal. Mm-hmm. So I gravitated towards doing dance music because I felt like that's where I really fit in. So
yeah, I think you do.
That's where I like to, do it.
Well, there goes Dawn being psychic again.
Well, now I don't know. I don't know if I'm psychic. I don't profess that, but I've listened to music my entire life, and I grew up around it. And now I'm doing this radio thing, and you have the perfect fit. You got the perfect sound for that kind of music, and I think it's going to serve you well in the long run. Because you're staying true to what you love, which is already, to your credit anyway. So I have a feeling you're going to have a great music career out of this, too. Just another, thing that you can chalk up to having accomplished, and because you are so multi-talented, it's unbelievable.
Right.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm so happy I got to talk to you ladies. Thank you so much for having me on your show.
Oh, thank you.
So it's very welcome.
Such a pleasure.
It's going to be very exciting in the future because we know, Don and I were talking earlier, we're going to see you everywhere with everything that you do. We just don't have any doubt on that. So we wish you the best in your future projects, and we'd welcome you back again in the near future when you have something else coming up, maybe the release of your album.
I would love that. If you'll have me, I will be calling in.
Yes.
Well, definitely. We will, and it's just been such an honor to speak with you tonight. We know you've been incredibly busy, so thank you so much for giving us, some of your time tonight as well.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm just happy you guys had me and I got to speak to you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So really welcome.
Have a good night.
Thanks, ladies.
Care.
Talk to you soon.
Right.
Take care.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes, talent. Talent in her package, whether she considers herself short versus the modeling women of the world. There's a bunch of talent in her.
Yeah, I agree. And she can pretty much utilize that however she wants to. The world, like I was saying, the world is really her oyster because you find a lot of people that have a couple of dimensions to them, but she has really not only, she can sing, she can dance, she can act. She's really multi-talented, and it's a gift, that you can't make that. That is a gift. So she was born to do this, no doubt about it.
Exactly. Well, we want to thank everybody for joining us tonight, and if you want to keep up with what's going on, if you've missed any of the previous interviews, you can always listen to them on our website at take2radio.com, and that would be the number 2. Also on Twitter, you can follow us at Take2Radio, and Dawn is at Dawn Take2Radio. Follow us on Blog Talk. You'll get emails letting you know about the upcoming guests, and that way you'll never miss an episode. We welcome callers to call in at any time, too. The number is 1-718-506-1540. Sometimes we get callers, sometimes we don't. A lot of people just like to listen, and that's fine with us, too, as long as you're joining us. We're happy about it.
Yeah, and I just want to put it out there. Don't be shy. If we have someone on that you are a huge fan of, do not get starstruck and think, oh, what am I going to say? We hear that a lot in the chat room. People go, well, I'd love to call, but I don't know what to ask.
Right.
Well, you'll think of something, and they're people just like we are. I mean, it's just that they make a lot more money, and they're insanely talented. You know what I mean? So that is the only thing that sets them apart from us. But they love to hear from the fans, and so please, anytime, even to call in and speak to Pam and I mean, feel free to. We're always glad to hear from you, and be it on Twitter or here or wherever. So
even if you're just calling to say hello, we'll be happy to hear from you, and so would they. Right?
Yes, we're really appreciative to all the fans and all the listeners out there who, come back episode after episode to be here and support us. And Pam, I have to say, congratulations to you this Saturday. You will have been on the air for 3 weeks, and you're just rocking and rolling already. We've had some amazing talent. So
and a lot more coming up.
Yeah.
A lot more coming up, that's for sure.
This co-hosting thing, we're starting to say the same thing at the same time. This could be good or bad. I don't know. But anyway, it is always a pleasure being here with you, Pam. And so it's the weekend is coming. Tomorrow's Friday, so everyone get ready.
Yeah, and we're not going to be here Friday. We're taking the day off, and we'll be back again on Saturday, December 1st, with Christy Bella Joyner, and she's an actress, activist, and she'll be on at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, so be sure to tune in for that. It should be a very interesting interview. She's such a sweetheart. I've spoken with her on the phone, and I just absolutely adore her, and I know you will too.
And then on Sunday, we have Keaton Lust, and he is going to be on with us. He is an indie rock artist, and I am, anybody that knows me knows that I am a huge indie music fan, as is Pam, and so we are just real excited about having him on. And so we will be able to find out what he's got going on and talk about his latest project, and we hope you'll stick around. That'll be at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, and we'll play his maybe one or two of his songs after the interview's over with, so that way you can hear what an awesome talent he is, and we look forward to a lot of music coming from him. So thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. We want you to have a great night, and God bless. We'll see you again on Saturday.